Hello, take two and action. Oh, yes, exactly. Hello. Happy Hey, Red Spectre. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for delaying the raid. Much appreciated. My game decided to... Thursday, thank you. My game decided to not cooperate. So, yes, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follows. And how are the trials? It looked really fun. I love the fact that you finished Red Spectre with like a few seconds to go, and then I've ruined it by not being ready. But I appreciate it.
Right, that was perfect suspense entertainment right there, right down to the wire.
Would have been perfection, but yeah.
Yeah, for those who weren't in, for the unfortunate few who weren't in Red Spectre's stream just now, that was a what was advertised as a normal Etherean archive, correct? Which then, at first pass, everyone realized, oh, we're on veteran. Okay, one person quit, the rest of the group soldiered on. Then, of course, as Spectre predicted, someone smashed the hard mode trigger just as they got to the last pass. But it doesn't matter. The group is capable. Just about.
That is kind of funny. That reminds me sort of Tipsy Trials sort of mentality where people are like, hey, fuck it, let's do vet. Hey, let's do the hard mode. And it just...
Fuck it, we'll do it live, yeah.
Yeah, like we...
Coming straight out of the gate with the cuss words there, Maya. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Setting the tone for the day ahead.
Absolutely. And the MVP, the most valuable player, was Mama. The timing was absolutely perfect. Raves Lord, random fact of the day. Carl Benz patented the gasoline-operated motor car in 1894. Love these. I think, like, Raves Lord literally gives us a random fact of the day every day that we're on stream.
He usually waits like 10, 15, 20 minutes into the stream, but just derailing us with a random fact right out of the gate as well. I love it. And Red Spectre, did I see correctly, after you like downplayed your value as damage dealer or whatever in the previous trial, did you finish on something like 32% of the group damage at the end of that fight?
What?
That's rough, man.
Why is this person standing so close to me? Come on, personal space, dude. Ew. Of course, I wait till Maya is here as well. Yeah, I was a little bit late. Delightful. Sorry, Eggbirds. The notifications are turned off a little bit, perhaps, today. It's just the interviews. We had some very unfortunate sound effects during the dev interviews.
Yeah, Rich Lambert was telling a very cool personal story. It was kind of a touching moment, and somebody redeemed the Minion Banana song. Not maliciously or anything. It was completely by accident. Because of course there's like a delay on when you trigger one of these things, and then and he just started telling something. Luckily, Rich didn't hear any of this, but the individual in question was absolutely mortified. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
But I suddenly realized good timing. No, it was just a personal thing that Rich was sharing. So you could still hear him, so it was fine. But
it didn't matter at all.
It didn't matter at all, but it was one of those... They quit ESO after. But it was just one of those moments, and I suddenly thought, hang on. Because I had to switch my Razer signups, I've been a dick, so I switched some of the inputs, and I suddenly thought, shit. Because it was day one of me streaming again after Khan having streamed for like 2 months. I suddenly thought, hang on. If I mute it, but I mute Rich, that's worse. I'm going to make the situation worse, so I'm just going to sit here. And I was so glad I don't have a cam at that point, because it would have been so just me just not sure whether to cry or laugh. But no, it was absolutely fine. Yeah.
Speaking of interviews and themes
Rich
for the
didn't hear
10
it.
Fest. Yeah, so for today, tell us about the theme for the day, Maya.
Today is Trials and Dungeons. Basically anything that Finn I'm going to rephrase that one. The encounter team. So anything you encounter with, anything that you can kill, anything that kills you, anything you interact with. But, most streamers have gone for sort of Trials, Dungeons, bit of combat. So that's what the theme of the day is. But yes, in 45 minutes, we will be hopping onto the Bethesda's channel. Woohoo! Doing some dungeons with Ophelia, the Bethesda UK community manager, which is going to be awesome. After that, we're going to bimble in some, as I said, dungeons. Then we're going to raid off to Mr. Skinny Cheeks. Woot! And then just because, we want to have even more fun today. We will be joined by Mike Finnegan later today on stream, chatting about trials, dungeons, and everything that he does. And if you guys are regulars here, you know he's joined us to do dungeons on stream with us before. We've done an interview with him, and I mean, if you've watched any streams with Mike Finnegan, you know that he's awesome and so much fun. So that's going to be brilliant. So yeah, it's going to be a crazy day today. Yet another crazy day. And in between we have a recording for another interview. So yeah, today is a crazy day, but yeah, let's do something fun whilst we wait for the Bethesda stream. Yeah, how's everyone today on a Thursday? It is day 4 of Tenfest. It kind of feels like it has just started, but it also feels like we could be approaching day 10 quite easily, if that makes sense. What do you think, Ann?
I'm a little bit thrown by the fact that we have to interview Becky today.
Yeah.
So, it's the only interview that's not going to be done live. It's going to be pre-recorded, which is amazing. We thought maybe it would be half and half. Gina did sort of warn us, you know, we might not be able to make it all work. But yeah, so we're going to be doing that. That's the voiceover lead. It's a really big deal. And I've kind of got myself in the headspace of thinking about all the voiceovers, all of our favorite voice performances. But now that's not what today is. So my brain is kind of in the wrong place as per usual, and that kind of sucks. But whatever, I'll I'll work around it. But right. So in the meantime, Maya, Mama was asking, when are you catching water, food, nap? Do you want to answer that?
There you are.
What's that?
I have been expecting you.
You know, during Tenfest, when are you?
That was a joke. That was a joke. What's
Oh,
sleep?
right.
You know.
Sorry.
We are making some time, but it obviously makes it easier that there are 2 of us. So you know, one can always be manning the fort, whilst the other one does something else, like grabs a drink or makes some food.
And thank you for the absolute nonsense spam in chat. There we go.
Oh, has somebody already dealt with that? I was just looking
Thank
at
you
it.
very much.
Yeah, so we're getting stuff-ish sometimes.
All right, so Maya, what dungeon stuff shall we do in the 45 minutes that we have before we raid the Bethesda channel?
On it. Nice, thank you, Eggbirds. Do you want to do the wheel of dungeons? That could go horribly wrong.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's spin that wheel.
Let's find that wheel.
I was going to suggest Shipwright's Regret because it's your favorite, but let's do the wheel instead.
As I
How
said,
much left?
oh, what? We've got a raid. Not Pure just raided the channel with 20 viewers. Hello.
Hey, Bleak IRL Peachysaurus. Thanks, Not Pure. Welcome on in, everybody.
Welcome in to Tenfest. So today's all about dungeons, trials, so we're going to go and mess with in some dungeons. I just need to find our wheel that Schnack's very kindly shared. There we go.
Papa can't work out how to copy and paste in a raid. Yeah, don't worry about it. Just type anything, make some noise. That's what I always say to our viewers when we're raiding off to somebody. Just make a lot of noise.
Hey.
It
works. Thank you for the biddies. Ice Reach.
Oh, really?
It looked for a second like it was going to be Castle Thorn, but it's not.
Let's go. All right, let me relog. Do you want to bring a tank?
Yeah.
I'll bring a DPS and we'll just 2-man this bad boy. Should we do veteran just to up the stakes a little bit?
Yeah. There was a question from Moose. How much less are you sleeping during this? Yeah. I mean, even if it's like it's mostly a nap, to just sort of Aussie Aunt, hello. Thank you for the follows. Hello. Even if it's like a snooze, it's just a nap because you know the slots are what they are. So.
Yeah, we're both making. We don't need to dwell on this, but the sacrifice we're making is this. Maya is getting a similar amount of sleep overall, but it's like broken up. So it's more, same amount of sleep but lower quality. Whereas I'm getting one solid block of sleep, but it's only like 5 hours. which is not enough for me. But you can do that for a few days, right?
It's like you have a newborn. Yeah, pretty much. Or a puppy.
Yeah, we've raised puppies before. It can be a little bit like that.
Not comparing streamers to puppies.
Or having kids, no. Because that lasts a lot longer than 10 days for one
I
thing.
know, right?
But the thought did occur to me a couple of days ago. I think it was morning of day 3. Maya did that thing where she got up to oversee the next raid at 6 a.m. in the morning for us, and didn't even wake me, didn't even ask. And I just thought to myself, oh, I'm that guy who's like not getting up to feed the baby and saying, oh, you should have woken me up. It's like, yeah, good. I tried.
Oh, I didn't. But yeah, congratulations. You have a 10th newborn. It is definitely a newborn baby. Rubbish gun. Well, he mans the late shift, which I'm useless after that point. I mean, I'm kind of useless during the day, but after sort of 1 p.m. I become even more useless.
Yeah, I can be quite a deep sleeper, so I have no problem getting up super early. I actually love it. I love getting up at 5 and hitting the road or something like that. I love that shit. That's one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
An empty highway, and you're just zooming along with nothing but freight and you and the dawn. I love that shit. But yeah, so I've no trouble getting up, but I need to set the alarm. My body won't do it on its own.
Yeah, mine will, but like the other day I woke up at 5 and I thought, I don't actually have to be up, but hey, let's go and watch the streamers, because I want to see as much as possible, so I still sit here, and then I think, I should go and have a nap, but this is too much fun. Hey, Guns and Raiders.
Hello there.
What?
I'm sorry, my inventory is a little full. I need to empty it real quick. What were we doing yesterday? I don't even remember. But we are going to do some ice reach now, which should be fun. Veteran ice reach with just 2 of us. This could go horribly wrong because we are not prepped for sort of a 2-man dungeon mode.
It is ice reach, though.
Yeah, it's not too bad, is it? When you first said it, I thought of Direfrost Keep, because ice reach is in some ways a sequel. Dun dun dun. We are on Veteran. I'm porting in.
I read a thing after our youngest was already named. It said, name your child Gotham if your partner is a Batman fan. So in the middle of the night, you can whisper, Gotham needs you to get them out of bed.
Oh my goodness. That is amazing.
Okay, that is brilliant.
I'm in the dungeon. Are you already here?
No, I was trying to figure out where Ice Reach was, but I couldn't remember.
Rothgar. Oh, you know what, Maya? I might have to pour out.
Why?
Potions. Let me check the bank. Oh dear, this is what an absolute scuff show this is.
Our youngest may have the initials Darth. Seriously? Yeah. What am I doing?
I had a friend at university called Gareth. Maya and I met at university actually near a country called Wales, and yeah, it's a fairly common name there, Gareth, and lots of Welsh folks come over to this particular university. Right, I'm porting back in, and yeah, so a pretty common name. But for some reason, we were singing in a choir together, and we toured a little bit, and there was one entire tour where whatever idiot had put together the program had written his name as Darth. Instead of Gareth, and he had a pretty cool surname. So it was like, I wouldn't say his surname, but it was Darth, and that was an endless source of amusement for a lot of people. Some people came up to us after the show. I'm sorry, your parents must be like, what are they, hippie Star Wars fans or something? Calling your kid Darth? Pretty funny.
Oh yeah, Eggbirds, that's Little Fox, right? Because they offered to have a little look around, just to spread the joy, and I thought, why not? That would be awesome. But I was saying to her, send me the details of your streams, and I just got, oh, I'm live now. I thought, oh, okay. I thought that was like, you said tomorrow. So I felt a bit bad, because I would have assumed people would want to see it. But yeah, we'll be there with Mo.
All right, let's go.
Next week. So, yeah. 2-man, good luck. Darth Gareth, yeah, exactly. Oh, ow.
That's the thing. There's been a lot of back and forth on this, and
hang on.
Positive and negatives about subclassing. I think for now it's mostly positive. Look out, man! You're gonna pull, and you're gonna pull again.
It's fine. I'm ready.
More intruders! Kill them just like
my ult. But one of the things that it has done, I think that people weren't necessarily expecting or appreciating during the PTS, is anyone who is vaguely following the meta. I don't even like using that word because
You said it's meta.
yeah, it feels like every time you use the word meta, you have to clarify what exactly you mean by it. And we're not going to have that conversation, but you guys know more or less what I mean. But anyone who's following that a little bit is probably considering Herald of the Tome
Herald of the Tome.
with the banner and the beam, the Fate Carver beam. And because we can't really sustain exhausting Fate Carver anymore, the choice between survivability and a teeny bit more damage has kind of gone out the window, and everyone was just running pragmatic.
Well,
so
oh shit! I thought you were already here for some reason.
the sweaty players are like way more tanky than they used to be.
Yeah.
So I think groups are going to get you're going to be getting a lot more trifectas and no deaths and stuff like that than they were previously. Not just because of the damage increase, but because suddenly
It's like CP 2.0 was quite a jump
meta
already,
for
right?
damage is also the meta for survivability. Yeah, right.
They said it was meta. Exactly.
This is gonna be
Subclassing, just another
interesting.
thing I have to learn as a noob. Well, I mean, you can just sort of
Just play with it.
or skip it for a bit. But the good news is, after Tenfest is done, Khan will definitely be posting, or we will be posting some subclassing videos.
Yeah, we're a couple of years out of date. One nice thing about subclassing, at least for now, is that the meta, whilst understanding all of the ins and outs and having all those class passives in your head, that's crazy. But the meta is very easy to understand and to follow, because it's generally going to be Herald of the Tome from the Arcanist, Assassination from Nightblade, and then anything you like after that.
Just give me
And you
2 secs.
Do you know what I mean? Unless you're in quite an optimized group and your raid leaders, then they'll tell you what to run, right? But if you're really interested in having a build which is pretty darn easy to play, has tons of cleave, survivability, and massive damage, you can't really go far wrong with an Arcanist as your base class with Herald of the Tome, add Assassination to it, and then any of the damage skill lines that are left. So we're actually quite fortunate in that it's fairly easy to digest that as a quote unquote current meta. But I know so many players aren't even bothering with that. They're just like, I want to try this, and I don't really care unless it's completely terrible for damage. I'm gonna do the Zoo Summoner, or I'm gonna do the Elementalist with shock, ice, and fire, and whatever's fun. So that is an area where I think subclassing is like an unqualified success, right? Because it works and it's fun, and that's all that we need most of the time. I don't think the complaints about the narrowing meta should just be dismissed by players or developers, but it's we're talking about a small proportion of players who are really like deeply affected by this as a thing. So it's not like the main concern, is it? There's not a lot to learn about it, really. Moose is saying. Well, it depends. Like, if you're already au fait with all of the class skill lines, and if you're like me, you try to make 14 DPS guides for every patch. I know most of this stuff, and a lot of it sticks in my head. Not all of it. I do have to remind myself not to make mistakes and assumptions, but if you've only been playing ESO for a few months and you were just starting to get a real handle on your Templar, I understand what this class does, what it does well, what it doesn't do so well, and where I need to compensate, how to do the rotation. Now suddenly you're like, where do I begin? What's this? Animal Companions? I don't even know what that is. So yeah, I do get it. The sort of sense of being overwhelmed. But the good news is, the meta is fairly confined.
I mean, my
If
DD.
that's what you care about.
This is not my DD. I was like pointing at my screen and thinking, hang on, that's not DD. It's actually subclassed, but then like my tank isn't. I have another tank that is, and I'm just sort of playing around with what I've leveled most of the things that I sort of need, but also taking it easy, I guess.
Aussie Ant, feel free to check out our YouTube. Not to be too self-promotional, there are plenty of other good ones, obviously. And there are a couple of YouTubes that I would suggest avoiding, but I'm not going to say anything. But it's literally a couple. If you
There's
search
that guy,
up most
Ninja Pulse. Oh no, wait, that is the.
don't listen to that Khan guy. No, absolutely. Now, there are a couple of people who still make content for ESO that don't play it, and I don't think that's the coolest move because you literally don't know what you're talking about, so you can't give the best advice. But that's quite rare. So, and it'll probably be obvious to you if you stumble across one of those. So there's a wealth of good content on YouTube, I would say. Whether you are looking to min-max or just have a play around. Maya made a couple of really great videos which aren't about builds or anything like that. It's just, this is how subclassing works. This is what you need to do. Here are some tips on how to get it done efficiently. Here are some tips. Anyway, you ready? Speaking of how to get it done efficiently,
No, just 2 secs.
Maya's doing something important. Are you liaising with important people?
Yes.
How important?
Very.
Is it Gina?
No.
So not as important, because that's like the pinnacle of importance in terms of...
Well, it...
Right.
Mm.
Oh. I'll tell you what, if you go into first person, I'll do a little dance.
No, I'm ready.
Make a little love. Oh, god damn it. Right.
Make a little love. Gross.
We're ready when you are, Maya.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
I'm just going to ult him right away because I'm hoping I might have my ult back by the time he goes vulnerable. And feel free to move him and just smash the Atros.
Oh yeah, it's been a while since I've, like, tanked this. Hey, Deba. No, it's this guy! I thought he was,
Oof, that hurts. Man, I wish I had focused efforts right now.
Oh, okay. Smart.
I might not have time to get this off. Oh.
I think you did basically res me, though. It was like fraction of a... Sorry, I was just not blocking.
Yeah, remember he enrages and becomes vulnerable at the same time. Not vulnerable, you know what I mean, like extra... He debuffs himself but by buffing his damage. I wish we could do that more often. For a long time, before subclassing was on the horizon, we were trying to think about how to make Nightblade healers great again. Then the whole ultigen thing happened with Pillager's Prophet, and that idea went out the window. But one of the things that was talked about a lot was to make it more vampiric. Not specifically, but more like you're feeding off the energies of your enemy, so that you could effectively debuff your group's survivability or your own survivability, but increase their damage. I thought that would be a really cool trade-off. But again, it's one of those things that widens the gap between chill groups and sweaty groups, and maybe that's not a thing that Zos want to do too much more than they already do. Ready?
3, 2, 1, let's go!
There's the classic barbarian thing of raging and getting more vulnerable. Yeah, it's a cool mechanic, right? There we go, there's the enrage. So just play it super safe, Maya, feel free.
I think I was out of stamp, sorry, I'm not watching. For fuck's sake. I was like, I'm gonna dodge this one.
Let me see if I can get him to do a slam.
I'm being such a dickhead.
There we go.
Very safe, yeah.
Oh, this is bad. They're both heading my way. No!
Oh. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll focus now.
Let me slot, res CP.
Mama, yeah, Maya. I've been out for 2 days. I'm tired, Gavin. It is day 4. So, and day 1 we didn't finish streaming until 3 a.m. 3 a.m. So that was day and a half. Not gonna lie, but it was amazing. Obviously.
Right,
exactly. That was with Wes, so I can't really complain.
Spirit Mastery, so
Spin it.
ready.
By the way, what goes for
Spinach
tank and
mastery.
healer with subclassing? Whatever the group needs. It sounds like a cop-out, but we are working on a healer video. That will be out after 10 Fest, so use. Yes. 3, 2, 1, let's go. I mean, live goals achieved talking to Wes. I know, I can't believe, and I'm sorry, I really don't want to be a dick. But the fact that that's the 3rd time he's joined me on stream is kind of incredible.
You're very sweary today, Maya.
Am I?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't mind.
Die, little rat!
Frosts of Oblivion! Come forth!
Atro.
Oh, I just missed it, didn't I? Oh, no, never mind. Can he still smash it, or does he have to smash it when he's... Oh, come on!
This should cool you off.
Come on. Oh no, what got you?
The Frost Atronach spawning.
A what?
Or is it still the same one?
It's still the same one, yeah.
Okay, yeah, we need to avoid that spawning. It puts out like a hailstone dot.
I just kept missing it. Like it was the dot, the smash was just around it, like 3 times.
I don't know if he can still smash the ones that are alive. Maybe he can't.
Oh no, I was still missing it either way, but it was like right next to it every time, like right next to it. Come on,
Gonna look in a bit. Have to get on a bike. Good luck, Eggbirds.
get on a bike, please. Be careful, buddy.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Kjarg the Tusk Scraper, scrape this.
Are you talking about the tank of the ground?
Yeah, just like we scraped ourselves off the ground. Yeah.
I am just gonna plead the sleep thing. No, because I'm yeah. What? I was pressing dodge. Like this time I was actually pressing it. Fuck's sake. That's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. I wonder if. Oh no! No!
I probably went slightly too late early, but like I was waiting
Oh,
for
that's
it to
terrible.
happen. Hey, thanks for the follow. The Nickelodeon. What a great name.
To be fair, just kite him. Remember, that's what we used to do when this dungeon was new and harder to tank.
I'm just being a spunty bum. That's all.
No, just kite it.
Yeah.
Absolutely no problem. There's no need for you to keep him in one place.
I feel like my tank is also naked or something.
Yeah, it looks like you don't have the resists you normally would have. Maybe you taunt him? Jesus.
I have. Hey! See?
Beautiful.
I should have waited with that, but well, there you go. No. No.
And he always does the vulnerability thing when I have to kite this silly little storm.
What's his range like? Because I don't think I've ever kited him.
It's not one of those silly ones
Okay.
where he hits you from across the room, but
I think kite. Sorry, there you go. I've never done the kite bit. Oh no.
I suppose, yeah, you weren't tanking back then
No.
so much. We'd always let Rascal do it.
Frosts of Oblivion!
Is he still enraged?
No.
I think you can stop. now.
It was just
He's
really
good.
fun. Oh.
Not for me. I
Damn
do
it.
have some ground dots in my.
Well, that's unfortunate. We've got a little ship. Well, let's see whether he kills him after he spawned. No, so it has to be done before.
This should cool you off.
Yeah, it's funny because with a full dungeon group, like we're here for fraction of the time, right?
Yeah, he dies in like 10 seconds. Yeah, it's the Hellstone. I need healing through this. Thank you. I think the Atro is loose.
I know.
There we go.
I know. I noticed that he was just like, "I'm gonna go
5%.
bonk you."
You can just kite him to the end if you want. There we go. All right, check your gear and everything. It's fun doing because Yeah, like when we come here with our sweaty dungeon group where everyone is used to doing their role in a sort of the trial hard mode environment, and with groups that are quite optimized, organized, and we're not score pushers or anything like that. But you know what I mean. When you bring a properly prepped setup, you really notice the difference, right? When you go into Maelstrom Arena or Vadishran with just a bimbling setup, whatever you're wearing, and then you go in with a setup which is properly geared, you've got the right pen, you've got as many buffs as you can realistically provide for yourself, and sustain, and all the power that you feel is enormous. Now you multiply that by 4. It's like the opposite of diminishing returns, expanding returns. And yeah, so when our dungeon group comes to a dungeon like this that's fairly old, we don't even see any mechanics anymore. So it's kind of fun to be able to press the reset button. And
there's that thing of when I started playing the game and we were doing, you know, vet trials or just normal, and people would be like, oh, I don't even know what happens on normal. I always thought, oh, you're such a dick. Yeah, you've got all the hard modes. But that isn't exactly what you do. You're like, actually, I'm not sure what happens on normal or plain vet anymore.
yeah, you forget, and if you've never seen it...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's the argument that a lot of people make for normal. It should be a little bit more difficult. I get it. For accessibility, you want it to be as easy as possible. Just let people get in and have some fun. But if you want it to be a stepping stone for teaching people how mechanics work, then yeah, it does fall short sometimes, because you can be unprepared for veteran but still absolutely crush normal. And the same with hard mode. Zalvaka is a good example. You do Zalvaka on normal, you do it on veteran. You kind of see some mechanics maybe that you wonder what those are, but you don't do them because you don't need to.
Exactly.
And then you do hard mode, and you suddenly all of this is crucial, and you don't understand any of it, and you need the raid lead to explain it to you, because yeah, it's an inherent flaw. It's an inherent flaw in having like that scalability. I think generally Zos do a good job with it, but yeah, there are definitely times when you think that would have been good to know.
Yeah.
Thanks for the heads up.
It is wild, but that is power creep. Yeah, power creep definitely hasn't helped. I mean, it is inevitable in every game like this, up to a point. So, yeah.
Yeah. We'll forgive him. Right, I'm ready. Shall we ult on position 1 or wait until she moves? I think we ult right away.
Right away, yeah. Fuck it. Let's delete her. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Are these countdowns like really awful?
I don't need much of a pre-buff, so don't worry about it. If I were a necromancer,
Pre-buff.
should I kill stranglers? Do we have any yet?
No.
I don't see any.
There's a... Oh, she moved. I looked up and I didn't see her move. I was like, hang on, what? There's a strangler behind you.
Let me just kill it. Love it. Because of beam, I can still kill the boss, even from way over here. This is why Arcanist, man. It's not just... We think of the cleave and the ease of the rotation, but it's like everything. The single target damage, the survivability, the range, all of it is just wild. So good.
Super dumb setup for this.
Really.
Well, not super dumb, but just dumb.
I'm also one of those people who, ever since Banner came out with class mastery, I found Arcanist so much more fun. I was a little bit in that camp of, oh, it's a bit undynamic.
Hey,
it's
Lyris.
Hey, Lyris. You know, some people who don't like playing it, they'll play literally anything but Arcanist. I had a little bit of that after the first 6 months, but when Banner came out, I was like, alright, Arcanist Reborn, this is great.
All the puking is pretty horrendous.
So many ants here. Man, imagine if I was wearing Deadwater. Deadwater's Guile on that pull.
Die!
I'd be at 2,000 ult right now.
Yeah.
This island will be your grave.
Is it my imagination or is my dudette a bit slow as well?
Probably because I pulled, so you were in combat. My apologies.
Oh yeah, no, that's a very good point. Yeah, there we go.
Ozzy, time for a long deserved sleep. Gonna lurk. Have a great stream. Have a great sleep, and thank you very much.
I will not
Sanku. That's a really cute little emoji. They're like heart unfolding.
Yeah, I love that.
Cute. Alright,
Come on, it's cute.
hang on. What do I have?
Berog the Shambler.
Oh, that's...
Shamble for me, baby.
Pardon?
I don't know. The flesh Atronach is legit horrendous.
Should we go? Should we go?
Yeah.
It's like King Leovic. 3, 2, 1. Woohoo!
How dare you soil my refuge? Crush them!
No, it's
No,
a really...
I barriered. You tool. To be fair, thingy, my bar just didn't swap.
Heed my call.
By the time I realized, no, it's the barrier, and I just watched it like in slow motion.
I mean, nobody cares.
I'm just sad.
I'm gonna kill the ads because it would be nice, and I'm gonna be very careful with this kite mechanic. Whoa, you get little bones in here? I never knew that. That's where that mechanic comes from. I thought that was a hard mode only thing. See, this boss was... We would just nuke it, even when it was brand new. I don't think I've ever seen this.
Well, that was difficult. Ouch.
You know what I mean? The first boss was a lot harder, wasn't it?
You
Yep.
think summoning is all I can...
Why not come down and show us, hag?
Hag. Lyris just insulting the hags.
And to be clear, all of this stuff would be soloable. We're making it look harder than it is, but you'd really have to bring a carefully prepared build to solo this stuff. I'm trying to think of anything about this that wouldn't be soloable.
Oh, for Pete's sake, I don't have chains.
I think the final hard mode would be quite hectic. But other than that, you should all be okay. I just don't. I prefer playing with a group.
Yeah, me too.
But it's crazy what you can solo these days. For the 10 raid train itself on day 2, Hyperioxes, who loves doing this kind of thing, he was soloing the triple hard modes in Exiled Redoubt, so one of the newest and more difficult dungeons. And you can still solo it. Obviously, it's very hard, and he had to come up with some special tech to deal with the first boss, involving a perfectly timed streak. If anyone watches games done quick and speedruns, the speedrunning community, I love that stuff. A lot of the moves that they have, a lot of the skips that they do in games rely on like a perfectly executed jump or something like that. You know, you have to be in pixel perfect and perfect timing and everything like that. Oof. That hurt.
Stop that, you stupid bird. Sparks, I miss old 10-second dots, spammables, and stamina being risk reward. But 3-button range rotas do make it more accessible. Lucht's latest Skullcaller Peak solo speedrun is wild. Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. It's crazy what can be done with the combat system now. I think it's on the one hand it has very little to do with how most of us play, because we don't approach the game like that. Even people who run solo setups, you know, with OpenSol or whatever, they're not really doing the same kind of solo setups that Hyper and Lucht are talking about. But it is illustrative of the heights or the depths of power creep, however you want to put it. Yeah, let's go.
Reizwein!
Blood for the coven.
Don't know what that was, but okay.
It wasn't German, that's for sure.
No. It was slightly resembled that, but no. Oh, there's Lucht. I heard my name, what's happening?
We're just talking about your latest Skullcaller Peak PB on the solo side. Because it's Dungeon Day today, and Maya thought we'd spin the wheel, a random sort of dungeon wheel of fortune that Schnack's made for us. very kindly, and we landed on Ice Reach, and we're making it look like it would be difficult to solo, and I'm just reassuring people that it isn't necessarily.
My dweeby.
I hate that. Remember to dodge?
Yeah, I was just a bit stuck.
I
in
just
sun.
forgot.
Hey, back.
Oh no, I need to heavy attack.
It's
like being back in Morrowind.
Is endless.
Let's just kill these. I got entrance. And now exit.
Oh, die, you mother cranker! I'm trying to sort of get more into the Bethesda channel friendly streamer mode.
You're trying to prepare for Mike Finnegan later on, aren't you?
Oh, he doesn't give a shit about swearing.
I mean, he's technically he's going to be at work.
Well, he is,
isn't
so he won't be able to. But just like Rich. Oops! I nearly cussed.
Kalantag's a nice emote. And look, saying that run was a choke, though it's not technically a personal best, just my fastest pace. I actually cleared that run in like 15 minutes, mostly AFKing after Zan, after despairing over dying such a good run. Personal best is 10:21. That run I uploaded would have been around 9:51, 9:57-ish. Do you think Finn ever slips up and calls them trash? I think they did, and they decided just to discourage that. I'm not sure why, but I would guess.
What's trash? What am I missing?
You know, base pop, gen pop.
Right.
Because it could be misconstrued.
Right.
I think that's a lot of like where sort of eye-rolly corporate behavior comes from. It's just that, well, this could technically be misunderstood, so let's make it so we never have to deal with that potentiality and yeah.
Right, sorry, yeah, I just sort of switched off there for a second, but yeah.
I'm sure they've done that maybe in the past, because I don't remember Gen Pop being the sort of the buzzword that it is that it has been the last 4 or 5 years. Like, I don't remember when Sunspire came out, and they were explaining, oh, this dragon's all about this and that and what have you. We've only got 10 minutes, so shall we skip the hard mode or shall we try it? I think it's totally doable, but
we don't have time really to smaxy around it and
I'm
change
not
setups
running
and whatnot.
Tideborn. I'm a little low on pen, for example. Like, what are you running actually? By the way, I should check. What are you even running?
I've got Crimson, and then PA.
Oh, screw PA. Can you run Lucent Crimson or Lucent would be awesome for this character. Don't worry about it if you can't combine the two.
No, I've got Ice Staff of Crimson, but I don't have jewelry. That's weird. It must be somewhere else.
Another tank probably stole it.
Well, let's check. It might be in the jewelry. I don't have jewelry. What?
Well, replace the Crimson with literally anything.
Like Lucent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the PA with literally
Right.
anything. And then we'll pull and we should get this done. Sparrow saying
Turning Tide. Sax.
That'll work. Yeah, sure. The pre-buffs and how fluid it was is crazy. Unlucky on the choke. And yeah, they're religious over it. Base pop, yeah. I hope the final run will be way better, but I think most people don't really see all the tiny mistakes in a really good run like that. I'm sure that's true.
Should we go?
Yeah. A few people saw it and they said they didn't even see that I missed my entire Destro ult in Trash 14, which is like the biggest bug moment in the entire run.
Oh.
I'm ready. Well, going back to Games Done Quick, when I watch those, if it weren't for the streamer or the host going, oh, I missed it, there's no way I would know. It's a little bit like that. By the way, Games Done Quick is coming up early July, right? So
yeah, I've obviously saved over my old setup as well, so this setup is bollocks anyway. So yeah, it's time to change those setups. Woohoo! All right now, but that is my mission. All right.
Okay, ready.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
I'll try and focus the giant. There is a giant on non-hard mode, right?
No. Yes.
Oh, really?
Well, isn't it just the bitches? I mean, witches.
Basic witch. Games Done Quick is interesting because a lot of them have to do a lot safer strats instead of the actual world records because they have a limited time slot. Yeah. Yeah, and the good ones are able to talk about that whilst doing.
Oh no,
this
I've got
incredibly
wind!
complex-
I've got wind!
We need to switch.
Yeah.
And on the Strangler. Oh no. I forgot about the heavy attacks.
I've got,
You got a bone. I'm going to drop an ult on that one. Try to stack in the ult with the Skelly. Nice.
For new playthings, but
New Witch up! I love the design of these. I sort of wish...
Oh no, ghosts!
No, there's nothing. There's no add-on things.
Oh.
Oh, you bitch! I do love the design of these, like the mask. You don't get to have such a look at them, but like when you can get those masks. I've got bone again. They are so freaking creepy, and I love that you can actually have a house guest because you can really look at these creepy things. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it.
let me channel you.
Oh, we need to interrupt now.
Can you get the two of the...
Well, we should have discussed that perhaps initially,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
there we
we
go.
should
So
have.
I can get these.
You get those two, yeah. So Bunny and
Bunny.
Maven. And Bunny, yeah.
No, not bunny, ban me. Sandwich.
Oh no, don't talk about that's a Korean, like, po' boy, isn't it, basically?
Yeah. Oh, yum yum. Maybe we can have that when we're done.
Now I said po' boy, I shouldn't have done that, should I?
Oh,
Bash. Bonk. Bonk.
stop it.
It's kind of fun. Kind of fun two-manning this one.
But this is the non-hard mode is easy.
It actually really is.
Tenfest hyping hype. Yes. We should do games done quick at some point, but like dungeons done quick. Sorry.
Look, I actually talked about this once. Not like deeply. I got this one as well. But Looked,
of
and I
course,
actually
yeah.
talked about this as a concept. So you don't get a lot of live service games and events like this because it's too changeable for the strats to remain
Yeah.
in play for that long. Like Left 4 Dead's been on games done quick, but that's a little bit different.
Yeah, that is
doesn't
different.
have
Yeah.
a roller coaster meta the way that ESO does, for example.
Well, that's the thing. I'm game for anything. Organization, like it's so sweet. Everybody's like, oh my god, it must have been so difficult to organize all of this. Tenfest, no. I thrive on this. It was fun. That is what it was. Oh, hey, main one is up. I thought we'd still have to interrupt, but apparently not. So I'm game for anything basically. Game.
We should have done the hard mode.
Yeah, we really should have. That was a bit easy.
Damn.
I wouldn't even have minded if we didn't clear. It's just fun to be in that much chaos.
Oh well. I heard them
Yeah, so we're going to be raiding off to Bethesda UK shortly, doing some more dungeons. But hey, we're going to be doing dungeons after Bethesda
here.
back on this channel. It's a
And
bit crazy
inscribe part
today.
of the ritual on the
Shall
scroll,
we
but
do a giveaway?
just-
Because
do
before we go to
Goddamn giveaway.
goddamn
Yeah, let's do
giveaway.
it.
What should we give away?
Beginning of something.
Your face.
Ooh, what is the most dungeon themed giveaway? Should we give away two things? Should we do an Oaken Soul ring and a digital giveaway? Like, I don't know. What if there are 4 dungeons in the content pass, right? Should we give away a content pass and an Oaken Soul ring?
An actual Oakenson ring just before.
Actual, yeah. This isn't the in-game object. Obviously, can't give that away.
So yeah, before you guys go, actually, you can't give that away. No, we don't mean that.
It's better than the in-game Oaken Soul ring because
He's gonna do it
Not-
again.
it's not actually that useful anymore. Like in certain situations, obviously, but this is a real one that you can put on your finger. We've got 5 of them. Well, 4 of them left. We gave one away yesterday, and it is gorgeous. It is such a beautiful little piece of work, hand painted, 3D printed. It is a beautiful realization of that little icon that they made for the tooltip in the game. It really, really great work. I love it. And I'm not a particular Oaken Soul enjoyer. I think I dug it up, used it once or twice, and that was it. Back when it was originally released. I've never made an Oaken Soul build because I don't use it enough to really feel like that would be it wouldn't be a cool move. It would be like me making PvP builds when I only play a couple of times a month. Doesn't seem fair.
But yeah, here it is. Bottom left. That's the Oakensoul ring.
yeah,
It's an actual
Thank
thing.
you, Maya.
We've got these little sky shards. We've got crown packs, as in physical crowns. Obviously, the only thing you guys will have to be comfortable giving me your name and address because I will have to send it. So do enter the giveaway, but obviously bear that in mind. But yeah, let's do 2 giveaways. So one for these, and let's not go as silly as we did yesterday.
So let's do Oaken Soul first, and let's just do 1 to 75.
So we will send it anywhere in the world.
But if you do live in Australia or America, we will just mention that you are welcome to. If we'll come back to you on what the postage is going to be. Obviously, it's your prize, and yeah. But if someone wants to just
donate a little bit, there is
yeah,
Ko-fi.
if you want to
There we
throw
go.
us something on Ko-fi, but yeah, that's it's a prize.
Anyway,
it's a giveaway.
Yeah, but obviously, you know, if anybody fancies chucking in $1 or $2 to help with those, because we have a lot to send around the world, and some of them are quite heavy.
Yeah, the first winner is a long way away, and I looked at what the postage is going to cost after they won it yesterday, and I thought, damn, it's almost not worth
Any
it.
hoodle poodle, let's do a giveaway for the Oaken Soul ring. So you have to guess a number between 1 and 75. Any number, let's go. Just spam that chat. You can guess as many times as you want. The bot will know who wins. So keep spamming, guys. Let's go, go, go. Come on, let's go. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, some close, some high. Ooh.
And by the way, I spotted what Oradon Cake typed before. Sorry, I didn't say anything. I used to love the GDQ Bloodborne runs. Yes, agreed. I've never even played Bloodborne.
Keep them coming, guys. Keep that. Hey, we've got a winner. Field. All right, Field. Can you? There we go. Post in chat. I'm going to whisper you now. Yeah, that's you. In on Twitch, just to say hey, and please do send me your address and name. Obviously, I won't. There we go.
Oh yay! Congratulations!
Congratulations! Woo woo!
You are now the owner, or you soon will be once it arrives, of an actual freaking Oaken Soul ring. I love this, and huge thanks to Andre P for making these. It was his idea. He's done it for free.
He's offered it. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, he was going to invoice us for like resin, but after he'd made this stuff, he said, "Actually, you know what? Don't bother."
Just take it. I was like, "You serious?"
Which is crazy.
And
so
we've
all
got a
we paid
Sithis
for,
statue. Sorry, Khan.
all we paid for is some postage and tax.
But yeah,
That's it. So these have been donated incredibly generously and made especially
Look
for
at
you
this.
guys by Andre P. And we've got one of those to give away as well, an actual Skeevaton. One of the cutest things about it is the little coiled tail at the back.
so
These
there's
are
the
gorgeous.
coins.
The photos don't do them justice. They're incredibly intricate and detailed.
Look at this.
Beautifully hand finished.
It's huge. This fucking thing.
Yeah, the Sithis statue is.
And this is. I really don't want to give that away because I think that's the cutest freaking thing ever. But of course, I will give it away because yeah, that's what it was for. Yeah, so that's that. And let's quickly do a giveaway for a content pass. We actually have content pass for any platform at the moment. So yeah, any platform content pass. Let's go 1 and 50 to really do a. And I put 550. No, between 1 and 50. Let's go. Let's start guessing those numbers. And that is for a content pass any platform. Let's go, go, go before we raid off to the wonderful Bethesda for some donjons.
Hey, Maya, do you think I have a shot at impressing Lyris with this dance?
Hey, Lucht! Congratulations, Mr. Lucht. Lucht, no way. All right. Well, we have a winner. I'm loving the numbers. 5,556. I think, yeah, well, Lyris is looking at you. I think she likes what you're doing there.
You won a content pass, a deluxe content pass. Look, I think it's a. Well, if you want to re-gift that, I'm guessing you have it already. If you want to get it on another platform. Not gonna lie, I was just trying to break the algorithm. Well, it's yours if you want it, and you can re-gift it. As far as we're concerned, or you can ask for an Xbox code if you'd rather have that. We do have.
I will send you a
copy
message. So
console.
yeah, but Bethesda is now live. So let's raid into those guys. We'll be back in an hour. Well, we'll be there with Bethesda's Ophelia doing some dungeons, and then we'll be back on our channel doing some more dungeons and more giveaways. So I was in it for the game. Well, I'll honestly re-gift it. All right. Well, that means we have to.
You guys can be in touch about that.
Well, if you
off stream, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But if you want to re-gift it, it means we'll be doing 2 giveaways when we come back. But I will definitely get in touch. Anyway.
So don't go anywhere. Then we're going to be giving what looks like we may be giving that away again. We've got Mike Finnegan coming up, a live interview on this channel, and we've got awesome dungeon runs with Bethesda UK starting any moment now.
All right. All right, we're going to raid off in a few seconds, guys. Don't go anywhere. Make some absolute crazy noise in the Bethesda channel, and we'll see you there in a couple of minutes. Thank you so much, and yeah, don't go anywhere. We'll be back here for more giveaways.